Good evening. We start this bulletin with breaking news coming in. The World Health Organization suspends the trial of hydroxychloroquine as a potential treatment for COVID-19. However, the suspension is temporary in nature. The move comes amid safety concerns. Remember, a Lancet study last week indicated that using HCQ on coronavirus patients could increase their likelihood of dying. Now we are being joined by our principal diplomatic correspondent, Sedan Sybil, on the phone line for more on this. Good evening to you, Sedan. The World Health Organization has suspended the trial of hydroxychloroquine as a potential treatment for COVID-19. What is the latest that you have for us?
Well, Alison, it's a pretty important development. The World Health Organization saying that they're suspending the use when it comes to trials related to HCQ, because this was something that was being discussed. HCQ is being touted as a miracle drug against COVID crisis, but now it seems that there are safety concerns. Remember that the use is also coming with a safety tag because it has its own side effects as well. And we know that the US President Donald Trump is someone who has been backing it publicly at many forums. In fact, he is a person who accepted that he has been using it as a preventive measure. And that is why it got its own popularity. We know India has been sending HCQ to so many countries across the world and being the pharmacy of the world. But talking about the current decision taken by WHO, it will have its own ramification because the world seems to be banking on this drug as a solution. But talking about the India-specific part, the fact that India never said that it will be used for treatment, it will be only used as preventive measure for the frontline workers. That was something that India has been saying since day one. Now, of course, the World Health Organization saying that suspending it will impact when it comes to global trials which have been going across the world regarding HCQ as a preventive or at least as a solution to the COVID crisis, because as of now we know that COVID is something which has no vaccine. The countries are trying to develop vaccine, but till the time there is no vaccine, people would like to have a kind of temporary solution. In fact, HCQ is something that has been showing its positive impact as well as negative impact. In fact, one thing I can tell you, that HCQ is something that especially impacts the liver and the heart if not taken under prescription, and it has to be taken only under prescription. Only then it's allowed, at least here in India. But talking globally, every country has its own standard regarding the use of it. And of course, as I told you, that US President is someone who has been publicly vouching for it, backing it, and in fact he was the person who first tweeted about it, first global leader to tweet about it, and since then we have seen a kind of global clamor to get this drug. And of course, India being one of those countries who are producing it in a large quantity came into spotlight, given the fact that this is something, this HCQ, that is used as a malarial drug, and that is why India had huge quantity of it.
Right, and Sedan, the suspension is temporary in nature. Do we have any further details on that, and are there any reactions yet from governments around the world on this?
Well, there is no reaction. It's just a short while ago that Mr. Tedros of World Health Organization in the online briefing announced it that it's being suspended. There is no details as such being given regarding it. There is only a suspension regarding the solitary trial of it. We are expecting more details to come, but what the World Health Organization said, that the review will consider the data collected so far in the solitary trial and in particular robust randomized available data. So basically they're talking about data only after getting a proper data regarding the use of HCQ that they go and take a final decision on using it further or not. But there were, of course, speculations regarding it. It's not one-stop solution to the COVID crisis. There were division in the scientific and the medical community regarding the use of it because, of course, of its side effects.
Sedan, thank you very much for that report. That's our principal diplomatic correspondent, Sedan Sybil, bringing us the latest on the temporary suspension of the WHO on the hydroxychloroquine.